Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Okay, let's go. Caligula, Washington, Gustavus still with us for the day. Let's go. Food Insider, best English breakfast in London, best of the best. Cool, preemptive like, looks delicious. I love mushrooms, so mushrooms is definitely something I'd love to have on my plate in the morning. And beans, and everything. My name's Connor. I like to watch stuff. Original link to the video, top of the description, right below that. Link to the Discord. Click on it, send it right over there. Let's go. Hope you're all doing well.
Hey guys, I'm Harry.
And I'm G.
And today we are on a mission to find the best full English breakfast in London.
So, what is full English? Well, it's supposed to be a massive breakfast that absolutely sets you up for the day.
So what do we actually want on our plate in the full English breakfast? Well, we want some kind of egg, whether it's fried or scrambled or poached. As long as it's cooked well, that's fine. We want some bacon. Ideally, I think we're looking for some nice crispy bacon.
I think it's going to be what we consider Canadian bacon. But both delicious. Maybe it's not going to be.
That's fine. We want some bacon. Ideally, I think we're looking for some nice crispy bacon and some sausages as well. And then some kind of bread. Some places toast their bread, some places fry their bread, but it's got to have carbs. Today we're starting our journey at Billingsgate Market.
Billingsgate is an old East End fish market, but tourists come here from all over London to come and have a taste of their full English breakfast.
I'm hungry. Are you ready to go?
I'm starving. I think this guy's new to us, guys. But she's in a lot of videos. She's great.
Find out?
I'm really, really hungry. Let's go.
Let's go.
You see me guys looking. Oh my lord, that looks so good.
So we're in the cafe at Billingsgate Market, and we've just been given this absolutely massive full English.
I keep saying this. I can look from here to here. I can see. Okay, I can see the video. So don't think I'm like not looking or whatever. Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh my god, that looks delicious. So let's forget about the quality right away. You got your mushrooms, your tomatoes, your cut in half or sliced and grilled for a bit, fried on one side or whatnot. Your hash browns, your what we would call Canadian bacon looks so good. That sausage looks phenomenal. Baked beans, awesome. The toast, the fried egg on top. My god. What's missing? Maybe some home fries. But I mean, I'm just trying to come up with something that's wrong with this. It's perfect. I mean, you already have the hash browns for the potatoes. Oh.
Breakfast.
So I'm going to go clockwise around the plate. I'll start up here. We've got a sausage. It looks like a really good sausage, thick cut, proper pork. We've got the baked beans. We've got the mushrooms, tomatoes, hash browns, back bacon, fried bread, a fried egg, and toast as well.
Fried bread?
Where do we start?
Is that? I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Fried bread. So it's not toast.
Fried bread, a fried egg, and toast as well.
French toast.
Where do we start?
Right.
Egg first, I think.
Egg first?
Egg first.
Let's go for it.
Right.
Let's go.
Good.
It's nice, it's really light.
The fried bread is unhealthy. That is not a diet option.
I know, this is not a diet option, but to be honest, like, they've given one fried egg on top of fried bread, and it doesn't really feel like too heavy. It's
No.
really nice and light.
We might be saying that by the end, but we'll find out.
True. Right, I'm gonna try this bacon.
Got like a good amount of crisp on this.
Full of flavour.
Yeah, that's good bacon.
They're like not overly salted and
Stop.
like not too greasy either.
I know you have to
Um,
address each one individually, but please, like, take a bite of the tomato, have some
like the
bacon
fact-
and some egg and some toast and some hash brown. I'm not saying you have to stuff it all in your face at once, but maybe 2 bites. I mean, that's the glory of breakfast food. It's all like I'm not a huge fan of eggs. I like eggs, but eggs like on its own. I like them. I like an omelet, but eggs with toast and bacon and home fries. Holy moly. So you got to mix and mash.
There's not a lot of fat on it. You actually get the full flavour of the meat. Really, really good. This is just like, I can literally see there's just meat spilling out of it.
That looks beautiful.
That is a very full sausage, I think. just making this sound really sexual.
She's awesome.
That's not bad. There's almost like a little bit too much going on there. It's like on the side of kind of underdone, because it's not like the texture's a bit more like a sausage roll than a sausage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's more like mince packed in rather than meat itself. But
I was about to be like, how dare you? What is this guy talking about? But at the same time, like, I'm not the one eating it. I'm not the one trying it. Maybe he's completely right. I wanted to be like so offensive right there, but I gotta chill.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's more like mince packed in rather than meat itself, but it's really tasty. It's got all the ingredients that you look for in a kind of classic English breakfast. Maybe not the freshest ingredients, but everything does have its place on the plate. And there's just a lot of food for your money, which is great. Next, we travel to Gallery Cafe in East London, which serves up an all-vegan offering of the full English breakfast.
Okay, can I skip this?
So we've been vegan for just over a year. We went vegan last year at the end of Veganuary. But the cafe itself has been vegetarian for...
Stop. Open mind. Open mind. Okay, vegan. Open mind. Go ahead.
For 25 years. We serve a vegan full English, which comes with a classic vegan staple of Linda McCartney sausages with red onion and rosemary. Scrambled tofu, which is cooked with some spices.
Oh my god, you can't even have eggs as vegan.
Carrots and onions and garlic. Then we have wilted spinach, some pan-fried
home
mushrooms.
fries?
It comes with homemade baked beans, which are cooked every day over the course of about 5 hours. We do get a lot of vegans travel to come here. But sometimes we'll have people traveling here, they'll get a bit delayed or something, and they'll ring ahead and make sure that we've still
that looks amazing.
Still got breakfast on. Yeah, it is something of a destination for vegans in London, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I would like some sausage and bacon on the side, but that all looks amazing, and I would love to have that for breakfast. Yeah, just okay. Why do people feel the need to like why is there so much vegan food that feels the need to replicate a meat product like vegan burgers or it's a vegan sausage, as if you're trying to like convert people or something. It's like it's vegan food. I mean, maybe it's just more, it's more common to people and I guess more appetizing in that way. Never mind.
You can see it's just like really, really vibrant plate of food. I mean, everything just like really, really pops out colour-wise. You can see the tomatoes, super, super red, this amazing scrambled tofu, like egg replacement. It's just like vibrant yellow. It looks so, so fresh and really, really good.
Also, the homemade baked beans look ridiculous. It's almost more of like a stew than
Caligula
what
is on my side.
beans.
Not a fan.
So I'm really excited to see how they taste.
Oh, wow. I think it's a really nice replacement. Like, obviously it's not a true replacement for eggs because it doesn't try and replicate the taste of egg. It's just a nice sort of accompaniment to the other things in the meal. These are sort of almost like a classic like vegan vegetarian sausage. Like, this is obviously a vegan sausage that's gonna have some kind of like meat replacement in the middle of it. Therefore it wouldn't really expect it to have the same kind of like textural look as a classic sausage.
I mean, compared to the meat sausage we had at Billingsgate, I'd almost say I prefer this just because it's got more flavour and the texture it tastes more like a proper, like a well-cooked sausage. So these are the homemade beans. They make these every day.
I'm being too judgmental.
So these are the homemade beans. They make these every day. They look and smell really good.
Ooh. It's almost like a kind of a salsa base to it. Like the tomato, you can really taste that there's like fresh tomato in there. The tomato really comes through in less. Like the tomato, you can really taste that there's like fresh tomato in there. The tomato really comes through in less of a sort of like tins of like processed ways that you might have Heinz beans. Like this is definitely beans in a tomato sauce.
I mean, are the baked beans in the traditional English, you know, your run of the day regular non-vegan, your regular English breakfast? Why did you have to change those up? I mean, aren't those vegan themselves? Why not just? Because I'm thinking of the plate. I mean, you've got your sausage, your bacon. Okay, you get rid of those two, and you get rid of the egg, which I can't believe you can't eat that either. You still got the baked beans. You still got the mushrooms, the tomatoes. Sorry, tomatoes. I'm not trying to be. And the bread. I mean, so right away, all of that is delicious. It's just, you know,
chunks of onion in there. Like it's ever so slightly sort of like red peppery as well. It tastes really, really good. This is like as close as to just beans and tomato as you can get. I would say this is just the right amount of it. Like the flavour is quite intense in each of the ingredients, so I wouldn't want this to be, you know, a massive, massive plate of food. This seems like the absolute right amount for a proper breakfast.
Next we head to the Premises Cafe, which is attached to the Premises Rehearsal and Recording Studio. It's been visited by popular music artists such as Rihanna, Tom Jones and Adele.
Rihanna who and Adele?
Been visited by popular music artists such as Rihanna, Tom Jones and Adele.
I mean, again, that looks absolutely delicious. You're missing toast. Oh yeah, I'd get a piece of toast. Maybe dip it a little in the bean. Or put it underneath the egg, slice the yolk, get that in. I'd probably make a sandwich. Slice the sausage in half. Put it on top of the egg. Put that on top of one toast. Some mushrooms, some beans, and a hash brown. Lord.
So this is the fried breakfast at
I'm pausing a lot,
Cafe
but...
in East London. I mean, first impressions, it's got tick, 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 all the basics of a really great fried breakfast on the menu. It's got a fried egg in the middle, it's got some bacon, it's got some sausage, as well as just having like real classics like some good pieces of toast, some beans, tomato, and a hash brown.
I shouldn't watch these when I'm actually hungry.
Nice, like the egg doesn't have too much of a hard underside to it. It hasn't been over fried. The yolk, as soon as we cut into it, was super, super runny, which is exactly what you want to see in order to be able to dip in all the other elements into it. It's got a nice taste to it. It's obviously like a good, fresh, well-cooked egg. Ooh.
That's good bacon. A danger of fry-ups, as kind of their name would signify, is that you just fry everything and everything comes out really greasy, but this feels quite light almost, which is really good because even though you've got that layer of fat in the bacon, there hasn't been too much extra added to it to kind of make it heavy or too much.
I don't mind a heavy breakfast, you know.
Oh wow.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm hungry and I feel like I'm acting like an arsehole. And I'm moody.
Oh wow.
In terms of the style of sausage, it's pretty similar to the one that we had at Billingsgate, but I got to say I prefer this one. It's kind of better cooked, I think, a bit more cooked all the way through. The texture's really great and it's just really nicely seasoned as well.
So this entire plate of food only costs $7.95. I would say that's really a massive bargain. It's just, I mean, for getting the toast as well as like double roasted bacon, you get 2 sausages and 2 fried tomatoes. So I think that's a really, really good price.
I don't know why we don't do baked beans and breakfast around here.
Now we travel to southeast London, to Terry's, an Old English cafe with a post-World War II London feel.
What is that? Is that another egg white over? Or is that a potato pancake? You got your mushrooms, baked beans, sausage, black sausage, bacon, egg right there. Okay.
On this
Standard.
absolutely massive plate of food, we've got a couple of quite new ingredients. So the first one is Bubble and Squeak. It's just this kind of mashed potato looking thing over here. And what it actually is potato and quite traditionally like cabbage or sprouts, all kind of griddled into one. So you get this nice sort of brown layer on top of it, but inside should be a little bit like a vegetable-y mashed potato. It's like really kind of classic English dish.
That'd be good for like leftover mashed potatoes from the night before to like put into your breakfast.
So what we've also got here is our first black pudding of the day. For those of you who don't know, black pudding is one of the least appetizing sounding foods in the world. What it is usually pig's blood mixed
And
with
fat.
oats and some animal fat and then put inside a casing and kind of cooked like a sausage.
I've seen
What
how
should we
it's
go for
made.
first?
I
Food
don't know, I feel like we
Insider.
should try one of these. Should we try the bubble and squeak?
Yeah, let's go for the Bubble and Squeak.
Bubble and Squeak. Named after like the sound it makes or something.
Yeah, I'm liking that. You get the kind of caramelization on the outside where it's browns. So a little bit of sweetness. The inside, I'm mostly getting the potato, but then kind of mixed in with that, you get the kind of the cabbage and whatever else is in there, and it's good.
It's like a really oaty consistency. Like it's really like a porridge. It's not even like a
Porridge,
it tastes
porridge lot.
nutritious like baked cake porridge.
If you tried that without knowing what it was, would you think blood?
No, I mean it tastes a little bit like sausage. It's like oaty sausage. So really, really nice fried egg here. You can see that it's cooked extremely well. It's got this really nice sheen to it. It's got some parsley on the top, which is just a nice little addition to it. It's going to give it like a little bit of a kick.
Not much crisp on the bottom.
Yeah, it's not like as fried.
Don't you guys not refrigerate your eggs because our eggs are like not as clean or something, and so we have to refrigerate ours to make sure they're fresh? I might be wrong there, but if so, we need to pick up our egg game.
As I kind of thought it would, you know, that association of everything kind of having like a brownishness to it because it's just been like, you know, fried for a couple of minutes. Whereas this is just like there's like a levity to it, like it's just quite light. Looks like it's been extremely lightly fried.
Looks like a whiter sausage.
I really want to try this sausage. Just get a look at the size of these.
This is an entire meal in just one forkful. Like this is like a hot dog sausage, but it's got this amazing glisten to it. You can see it's just perfectly cooked. Really, really, really tasty looking. Like I literally can't wait to eat this.
Ooh, I can hear the crunch.
It's so super sweet. Like it's not as herby as other sausages that we've tried today. It's just like a very nice sweet pork. Like that lovely kind of like almost like crispiness around the outside.
You're
you get, like,
influencing
the
me with the music propaganda. Mute. Poof. No, it's still delicious.
Almost like crispiness around the outside.
Yeah, you get like the snap of the casing when you bite into it.
I
That's
heard
a
it.
really good sausage.
Really good.
And we'll try some of this bacon under here. It looks great, lovely colour on the bacon. 3 rashers as well. That's a lot of bacon.
That's a lot of
They've
bacon.
not messed around on the bacon, which I
Yeah.
love to see. It's quite a thick cut of bacon. I'm getting like, we both kind of chewed for quite a while when we bit into that. It's kind of almost towards that like gammon ham sort of texture that you're more used to, but with the sort of the saltiness and the little bit of crisp from the bacon. Really good.
We move on to our final stop, the Breakfast Club. A chain
That was my favorite sausage so far, but the rest of the plate was not as appealing as the second plate or the first plate. First plate was overall good. I think overall better than the third. The second plate I think was overall better than both, except for the sausage, which I think the third was best. Or
Restaurant-
wait, no, there's been 4.
that specialise in
never mind.
serving all-day brunch in a retro setting.
It's not vegan. I don't have anything against vegans, really. It's small. Oh, it's just kind of stacked on top.
We have an absolutely massive pile of food here. There's a lot of hidden ingredients on this plate that are really piled up. So we've got some mushrooms around the back. We've got a nice little tin of beans here. It's like its own little cup. We've got some really good looking streaky brashed bacon, and we've got some sausage in here, black pudding. We've got some little tiny potatoes, and
fries.
Then two really nicely.
See, that's what I'm more used to, kind of in the U.S. Obviously, we have hash browns too, but
We've got some little tiny potatoes, and then two really nicely toasted bits of toast with some butter on the side. And these eggs almost look like model eggs. They look like too good to be like real.
These are like
Commercial.
cartoon film eggs.
Yeah.
These are very picturesque. It all looks really good.
It's like the yolk is almost an absolute perfect colour and texture, and like you ideally want an egg which is just gonna like run everywhere, and you can have.
is the breakfast sandwich kind of less popular over there? Because I almost every time I look at a plate, I want to take 2 pieces of toast and just like stack a nice little sandwich guy.
Things mopping up into it, and this absolutely fits the bill. And it's not, the underside of it as well is just like kind of perfectly round. It's a good egg. So now we've got this delicious bacon.
Thick.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's a lot thicker than I thought it would be. It's like a lot to get through, but
Almost looks like ham.
No, that's good.
It is.
Maybe do with a little bit more crisp.
right, black pudding.
Okay. It's more moist than the other one we had before, which is quite nice because the other one kind of dried.
Like when I look at it, it looks like
maybe
like a
not quite as
chocolate
flavorful
cake
as Terry's.
brownie.
No, but it's definitely a better texture.
For sure.
Okay, sausage.
Cut you off a slice. Ooh. There's a different flavour to the one we had before.
Smoky. What we've had earlier in the days tend to be quite like herby and like a little bit more sort of like Cumberland sort of sausage, whereas this has more of like an American sausage, like
Oh, yeah,
or even
right.
dare I say like German sausage, like smokiness to it.
Yeah, for sure I'm getting the smoke flavours, spiced a little bit differently compared to the sort of the Cumberland sausages that we've had throughout the day, which are maybe a more traditional English option.
Yeah.
But this is quite nice. I like the
Get
smoke
out of my
addition.
face, Caligula. Oh, the second one.
Okay, so we've had some time to think about it. We stood here outside of
Sorry, I want to make sure it was the second one that was my favorite. The first was good. It definitely looks delicious, but I think the second one I preferred. That's still the first. I mean, don't get me wrong, that looks delicious. Oh, no, sorry. No, not the second. That was the vegan one. No, the vegan one, look at those mushrooms. Those probably look the best mushrooms, and I love mushrooms. So it must have been the third. Yeah, this one just looks so good. Good mushrooms. I would like the vegan mushrooms with this bacon, with the toast of the first one, the sausage of the fourth, and maybe the blood sausage of the fifth looks the best, but I've never had it. But, I mean, that looks pretty good. Verdict?
American.
Addition.
Yeah.
So we've had
Number one.
Okay, so we've had some time to think about it.
Number
We stood
three.
here outside of Tower Bridge, and it is time to pick our favourite out of all the 5 places for a full English breakfast that we visited on our journey.
Number 3.
Reveal on 3.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
Terry!
Premises Cafe.
Oh,
Oh, we
Disagreed again.
Which one
disagreed.
is that?
Okay, so explain to me why you think that Premises was better than Terry's.
So Premises was my favourite for a few reasons.
This is the one I like. This is the third one, my boy. Or was this the first one? No, this is the third one.
The breakfast itself obviously had all the kind of key components. It had that fresh egg, really tasty sausage, bacon, beans, so really good full English itself.
So I picked Terry's because I thought the standard of the food was exceptionally high. You've got this absolutely massive pork sausage.
1644.
You've got some in each of the,
Tom Jones, which is attached to the
Premises.
rehearsal and recording studio.
having like real classic
Premises is the one I like.
high.
All right, yeah, me and him agreed.
You've got this absolutely massive pork sausage.
I didn't
you've
taste
got
anything,
several rashers
like,
of
as if I'm-
bacon. The eggs were really fantastic, and I thought overall it was just a really, really photogenic full English breakfast experience. Like it looks so perfect on the plate, and you get this sort of like South London, sort of like that area of Southwark, like full kind of English breakfast experience. I guess for the same reason we like the atmosphere as well as the food. But are you willing to come over to Terry's?
You know, there wasn't enough in it for me between Premises and Terry's for me to stick with Premises. I think I would agree that Terry's was one of the best that we had.
The Terry's sausage was nice, but to be honest, the Terry's were the mushrooms from the Terry's weren't my favorite. Like those, I don't look. Obviously I wasn't there to taste stuff, so I can only go and look. I'm acting like I'm like a third wheel here. But yeah, never mind.
I picked Terry's because I thought we like the.
There wasn't enough in it for me between Premises and Terry's for me to
A boy.
stick with Premises. I think I would agree that Terry's was one of the best that we had, if not.
I'm sorry,
my
Caligula.
favourite. So
Get back in here.
I think I'm going to join you. We've got to pick our favourite overall.
Get out of here. Really cool video, like always, guys. I think I was a little more ADHD than usual, so I'm sorry about that. But sorry, not sorry. That's just kind of me. Best fish and chips in London. Yes, please. Bye, guys. Hope you're doing well. Chin up, guys. Everything will be all right. Hope you're doing well. Bye.